Welcome to our video tutorial on finding literary criticism in our Gale databases. This video tutorial is designed for the AP Language students in Ms. Boudreau's class, Mr. White's class, and Ms. Smith's class. We'll show you how to explore Gale literature criticism online, Gale student resources in context, and Gale virtual reference library. Let's get started. Please begin by navigating to the page that says Databases for Research in our Mac and VIA group. You will see that we have organized a group of the 5 databases, 3 of which are Gale, of course, to help you find literary criticism for your research project. Before you open the databases, make sure that you are logged into your EasyBib account and make sure that you have the bibliography open for your assignment. And you can see that I've already been adding some sources, and we'll show you how to do that very easily from the Gale databases. To open the Mac and VIA group and access those databases for literary criticism, you can use the link beneath the screenshot or the larger link directly beneath the screenshot. This will prompt you to log in to the Mac and VIA portal. You'll see the Fulton County logo and a rainbow-colored pinwheel. Please select Chattahoochee High School from the drop-down menu. Your user ID and your password are identical to your Windows login here at school. So for most of you, that is your student number and the password that you selected. Once you enter that user ID and password, please select Login. This will be true both on campus as well as off campus. Our link will take you to our group that we've created for this assignment. This will help you to focus on the databases available to us that have literary criticism. If for any reason you accidentally click out of the group, you can always click in the red bar for groups, and this will take you back to the list of groups that we've created for different projects. And of course, we are AP Language. We have access to 3 Gale databases, so let's first of all talk about Student Resources in Context and GVRL, or Gale Virtual Reference Library. Both of these databases can actually be used for research in a diverse variety of subject areas, not just literature study. Gale Student Resources in Context has access to newspapers, book chapters, videos, magazines, newspapers. There's a little bit of everything in Student Resources in Context. Our Gale Virtual Reference Library is a collection of HTML-based ebooks that traditionally are either reference titles or they may be nonfiction books. Again, this is a great tool for research in a variety of different subject areas. As you can see, the search interfaces look very similar, and you how to navigate for literary criticism in each of these databases. Let's begin with Student Resources in Context. We're going to use the basic search tool at the top of the page. Begin by typing in the title of your work, and if your work has been adapted in any other format, then you might be prompted to indicate which version of the work do you want. Of course, I want the novel, The Color Purple, so I'm going to select that, and now I can view the results. There are 2 ways to browse the results. You can scroll down and look on the left side of the screen, but what I actually prefer is this bird's eye view on the right underneath the section called Everything. So it looks like I have 2 reference articles, a biography, some plot summaries. But what you really want to focus on in the results is a section that says critical essays. Again, depending on your work, you may find a lot, a little, or absolutely nothing on your work in any given database. So we just want to remind you of that and not to be discouraged if a particular database does not work for you. In this case, it looks like there are 22 critical essays, which means the literary criticism for this work. So I'm going to click on that section. And it's now going to show me all the results for literary criticism on The Color Purple. And again, you can go in and make a selection from anything that looks of interest to you. So let's say I'm focusing on a character. All of our Gale databases, with the exception of Gale LCO, which is the last one we'll look at, are organized in this manner. The article is always on the left and includes a listen-friendly option, and you can scroll up and down to read that article. And then on the far right side is our toolbox. The most important tool, or most helpful tool for us, is Citation Tools. This has the magic piece of technology that helps us send the citation directly into EasyBib. Make sure that you have the bibliography open for your project that you created for this assignment. Now, I can click on Citation Tools, and over on the far right is the word Export. That's our magical technology that helps us to send the citation directly from a database straight into your bibliography in EasyBib. So look beneath the word Export and now click on EasyBib. And ta-da! If I scroll down, then I will see my resource that has been added to my working bibliography. How awesome is that? Sometimes with the Gale databases, you will see the bookmark or the true URL imported with the citation. MLA 7 style says it is the teacher's preference as to whether or not they want to see that URL. All of the teachers for this assignment prefer that the URL, which Gale calls a bookmark, be hidden. So let's show you how to hide that. Simply go to Edit beneath that entry, and you can scroll down to the bottom, and you can toggle to No. If Display URL is already by default toggled to No, then select Yes and then go back to No. Please note that right above that, again, is the bookmark or the true URL. It's kind of hiding behind the curtain here. And this is the true link that will get you back to that article for easy access. I'm going to go ahead now and update the citation. And now I can see that the URL is no longer showing in my official list, but it is hiding back there behind the editing screen if I need it at any point. Other tools that you have available to you in the toolbox include email, a printer-friendly version, and you can even download the article. There are some exciting new features with the download tool, so let's click on that and take a look. You have the option to save the article to Google Drive. So if you'd like to do that, make sure that you either have Google Drive open or sign into Google once you are prompted to do so by Gale. And you will simply click on Save to Google Drive and select Download. It's going to think for just a minute, and depending on your connection, the message may take a moment to appear, but you will then be told that the document has been sent to Google Drive and will appear shortly, and you can select OK. Toggle over to your Google Drive, and you will notice that Gale will create a folder with the name of the database. In this case, I'm in Student Resources and Context. Go ahead and click on that, and there is my article, and if I were to double click on that, I could open it, and now I can work with that article and highlight and annotate if I would like to do so. One other thing that you might want to keep in mind if you decide to download the article into your Google Drive is to go ahead and copy and paste that bookmark into the article so it's easy to have quick access back to that specific work. Gale calls the true URL a bookmark. This URL up here will not get us back to that article. That's because we pay for access to this database, and it is behind a paywall, which we of course access through Mac and VIA. So if you want to capture the bookmark, click on that link and you can copy all of that. And then if you are not using Google Drive, of course you could put that into an email or Microsoft Word or whatever you like to use. But if you are going to download the document into your Google Drive, then you could actually just put that shortcut bookmark there, and then again, that way you wouldn't have any question as to what article that long URL or bookmark would open. So that's just hopefully an easy organizational trick. One other feature that you also might like with the download is the ability to download that file as a PDF. If you belong to Ms. Smith, you might want to choose this option so that you can put that file in live binders. Other students that belong to Mr. Smith, Mr. White or Ms. Boudreau might just simply want a PDF copy of the file to put on a flash drive or their home directory. One other feature we want to show you very quickly is highlighting in notes. This is only good for one session that you're logged in, so you can't highlight and take notes and then log out and come back later to get to it, so you have to do it in one sitting. But if you have a nice chunk of time, you can use this highlighting and note-taking feature. So you can select the text and then highlight it. And you can even add notes. We'll pretend I'm writing something brilliant here, and then select Save. You can highlight and take as many notes as you want, and once you're finished, before you leave, go to More, select Highlights and Notes, and then again, you can get a printer-friendly version, you can email it, or you can download it into your Google Drive. So lots of choices there in working with your article. You can then hit the back arrow to return to your article, and you can continue to use a back arrow, or you can go to your search results to continue looking for the different articles that were available. Again, if you want to return to the critical essays, you can either go to it from the everything, or if again you're going back from that page, and you can go to view all, and that will take you back to just the literary criticism. GVRL is going to work exactly the same, and I'll just show you very quickly. Again, it has that kind of smart searching built in, and again, when you see something that you like, you can click on it. We do have over here search limiters. You might not see as much criticism that's in GVRL, but what might be there may be the very thing that you need. And again, the toolbox is exactly the same over here. We have our bookmarks, and then if you want to access any highlights or notes that you take, you can do that there. Thank you for watching our video tutorial on our first two Gale databases, GVRL and Student Resources and Context. Our next video will focus on Gale Literature Criticism Online. Thank you.